Good evening, class. I'm going to address the 4 prompts for this week's assignment, and I'm hopefully going to do that within the time frame, so I want to go ahead and get started. The first one asks if it's unethical for counselors to advocate for their personal beliefs. And I found that according to not only how I view this, but the ASCA 2011, under the duty, it was the duty to address personal bias. It says that school counselors are to focus on cultivating positive relationships within students in the school climate, and that it would be unethical for them to advocate for their own personal beliefs. So when I think of spirituality in this sense, I think of our responsibility to the student and not to ourselves. So I looked over, it was Kimball and Schellenberg, 2013, the article that was provided as a resource, and it describes spirituality as the focus of a person's relation to nature and the universe and their search for meaning. It includes their beliefs in a higher power and the meaning of life and things of that nature. So considering spirituality in that aspect, because I'm very quick to usually use the term religion, but I know that there's a difference between the two. But it is our ethical duty to advocate not for ourselves, but for our students. Spirituality is an important part of their life. It's an important part of the counseling process from a holistic point of view. And this consideration is stated in the ASCA preamble that all students have the right to be treated with dignity and to have access to comprehensive school counseling program that includes their spiritual identity. So counselors have to remain aware and consider how the ACA 2014 code A.4.B applies here, is that we are not to impose our own personal beliefs, not on religion or spirituality, but to rather engage with students concerning theirs and to advocate for them and to offer these comprehensive counseling programs that take them into consideration. Because something that we have to understand is their beliefs are often going to differ from our own. Our students are going to see the world in a different way that we do. And we might not always understand that. So, for instance, I recently heard of an encounter with a student who identified as a Norse pagan. So if you're like myself and you don't know what that is, look it up. It's quite interesting, but it's very different from my personal worldview in Christianity. So it is my job to go and then research what that is and find ways to show the child that I'm interested in their beliefs. A lot of active listening going on and just giving them a safe environment to express what they believe in spirituality or religion or in other things. But at the end of the day, we are creating a safe place for these students, somewhere that they can come and know that they are heard.